if we are more precise, this challenge began already in 1965 with Operation Gibraltar. This was nothing else than a big-scale Pakistani terror attack into Kashmir. So this Pakistani connection of the establishment of the inter-service intelligence, which is the major military intelligence of Pakistan, controlling all the other intelligence services of Pakistan and controlling the Pakistani armed services as well. This interconnection is making Pakistan a state that is sponsoring terrorism. It's as simple as that. Of course, it's a little bit oversimplified, but essentially it's as simple as that. So this threat has been ignored for decades, especially by the West, usually for such actually absurd reasons like India might be a democracy, but on the other hand, they are buying Soviet-Russian weaponry, or sometimes they buy French weaponry, but we don't care about that. Principally, they are a Russian ally, and therefore they are not our friends, but Pakistan is flying our F-16s, and who cares if their armed forces actually meanwhile principally armed by China. So there's this narrative which is actually making very little sense within the global scope of this conflict, which is there is a state sponsoring terrorism, and there is a state which was exposed to 12,000 terrorist attacks in Jammu and Kashmir since the 2000s, and 120 terrorist attacks, all conducted, organized, financed, commanded by Pakistan inside remaining parts of India. Terrorist attacks on parliament in New Delhi, just for example. Terrorist attacks like this tragedy in Mumbai. So, and this is then ignored, and one is expecting India to be polite and be the nice guy and act diplomatically. And if it doesn't, then what happens when Pakistan is defeated? And since yesterday in the morning, we can hear that India is a rogue nation, rogue state, like terror organizing state, like Pakistan is actually.
Right.
Why is West behaving that way? I cannot really explain further behind this, but the fact is this is making no sense at all.